So that you see what is happening.
I call the shuttle.
There is another.
And off we go to the nation's capital, Abuja, at the home of Senator representing Kogi West, Dino, Melaye, where the police authorities yesterday allowed some lawmakers and journalists access to the residence after 6 days of the siege on the senator's home. Additional personnel have also been deployed, we hear, to the house of the senator, who is accused of criminal conspiracy and attempted culpable homicide in the shooting of a police sergeant, Danjuma Saliu, who was on a stop-and-search duty on the 19th of July 2018 in Kogi State. The policemen have vowed to remain at the house until the senator comes out of the building. And the senator's brother, Mr. Moses Melaye, has been speaking to Channels Television. This is on their family's experience with the Nigerian police operatives over the last week or so. Moses is alleging that the state and the police are out to humiliate his brother. He spoke on our political program, Politics Today.
The case they are raising against him happened in July. I was there in the car. The policemen shot at us. My car had over 6 bullets riddled on that car. So how can they turn around all of a sudden that we are the ones shooting at the police? Our policemen and security men have been taken away since over 7-8 months ago. So how do we now become the person shooting? So it's not... That story is not true, it's unfounded.
Okay, so...
And because of the injustice on a daily basis, we cannot trust or believe anything they say or they do. I believe they are out to harm my brother. If not, what is his desperation?
And now our correspondent Adjurin Gilali is doorstepping at Senator Dino Melaye's home there in Abuja and joins us now. Adjuri, hi, good to see you. Tell us what's the latest on the standoff at the senator's home.
Seventh day of this siege on the house of Senator Dino Melaye. We have gotten some updates from various actors involved in the siege, and we do have those updates for you. First of all, we have heard from the Nigerian police officials who are here on site, and they have told us that from the first day of the raid, when they first came in, that following a scenario in which essentially they heard the locks on all of the doors surrounding the house being locked from inside, the house has remained locked from inside. There has been speculation in the social media and on some traditional media that the police have locked domestic staff inside of the house, have locked members of the household inside of the house. The police tell us, and we've gone around to see the doors, that indeed the house is locked from inside. So still no sight of Senator Dino Melaye, and still we have not yet seen any of the domestic staff inside of the house as at this time. But there still remains a pretty hefty presence of the Nigeria police force.
When you say hefty, what are the numbers? Because we hear 50 more men were deployed as of today. Plus, I mean, a lot of people really want to know that are the police sure? Are they certain that Senator Dino Melaye is in the house, is at home?
That's a great question, Millicent, and it's one that we have asked. First of all, to your first question about the presence of the police, we have gone around inside of the compound and outside of the compound and up and down the streets surrounding, and we have seen approximately, this is an approximation, of about 20 plus police officers. We do know that there was some reinforcement put in place yesterday as well as this morning. The police tell us, the police present here tell us that the reinforcement is as a result of their desire, essentially, to be proactive in view of potential intelligence now that there's some attempt to gather some sort of gathering of individuals that would come and potentially stage a protest. This is one of the permutations that the police have assessed as a potential threat, and they say that this is why that they've put this reinforcement in place. As to your second question concerning whether or not there's been a sighting of the senator, a very interesting tidbit that we picked up today, which has not really previously been reported. We understand, based on the submissions of the gate man who is still on duty here at the house of Senator Dino Melaye, that there is approximately 8 domestic staff, cooks, cleaners, etc., living in the boys' quarters of the senator's house. Now, as of the first day of the raid, that's of course 7 days ago, about 4 of those domestic staff members were found locked away in the boys' quarters, which is of course separate from the main house. They were let out by police. They have not been seen since. So those 4 have not been seen since, but the remaining 4, the whereabouts of the remaining 4 who are permanently in Senator Dino Melaye's house, the whereabouts are currently unknown, and it is the belief of the police that the presence of the domestic staff, that essentially that those domestic staff are present in the house and that they were those who were locking the doors from inside on the first day of the raid. They have not been seen since. But the Nigerian police tell us that if they are allowed to leave the house, that at that time they would be allowed to leave the house freely without fear of arrest, because the arrest warrant is for Senator Dino Melaye alone.
Many thanks, Adjurin Galale. We'll be talking to you in a couple of days ahead.